I'm here with Corey, a local football fan. Corey, I was just wondering, do you play fantasy football?
Yeah, I do. I'm in a couple leagues. I have a Survivor Football League as well as a Fantasy Football League, and a league with my buddies that we like to do every year as well.
And do you also bet on sports?
Yes, I certainly do. I have a Bet365 account, which bet on everything from soccer to tennis, as well as football, hockey. So I get my fair share of betting in.
So you would call yourself a football fan, would you not?
Most certainly, I follow the game avidly. I root for a couple of specific teams, but I love to bet. It just makes everything more exciting for me.
So are you more interested in the CFL or the NFL?
By far, the NFL. Growing up as a kid, the CFL just because it was local and your parents tell you who to cheer for, and it was pretty easy to understand. But as I got older, just the skill level of the NFL, as well as the betting components and the hype around it, everything favors the NFL now, and it shows with my curiosity level.
So what influence does fantasy football have in choosing a league to cheer for?
It plays a pretty big influence, I would say. The CFL, it's not a big enough league for there to be substantial fantasy football, I guess. There's not enough good players, there's not enough teams. Compared to the NFL, where there's 32 teams, and you're trying to watch every team, every player, and it's just a world of a difference. In the NFL, fantasy football is life compared to CFL, where you want to root for more of your hometown team compared to a specific player on another team.
So what NFL team do you cheer for, if any?
Well, I do like the Baltimore Ravens. They have a hard style of play. They're kind of a blue-collar team, or they were in the past anyway. They did just win the Super Bowl, and a couple of my buddies also like cheer for them, so it makes it more enjoyable to cheer for them as well.
How does fantasy football affect your cheering for the Ravens?
It's tough. Some weeks it's okay when I don't have anybody playing against me. I can cheer for them unobjectively, I guess. But some weeks you're playing against your hometown, well, not your hometown team, but you're playing against your favorite team, as in the Ravens, and it's tough. You want them to win, but you also want certain players to play poorly. So you're hoping they have a bad week, or you're hoping they maybe tweak their ankle and they don't come back that game. But it's tough. But fantasy almost comes first now, because you're trying to win money, and money's almost as more important than the team that you're cheering for.
So what are some negative aspects of fantasy football?
Well, I know for myself that I am pretty hardcore at fantasy football, and I cheer for people to get hurt sometimes. So that may be like for this year in particular, I played against Aaron Rodgers, and he broke his collarbone with the last 6 weeks, and instead of showing any mercy or being sorry for him, I actually felt happy because he's such a good player, and I didn't have to play against him. And I hope that he would be out as long as possible because he's not on my team. So that's probably not a good thing, but that's just the world that we live in now, where these people, you're treating them almost like players in a video game compared to real human beings. As well as on Twitter, they get destroyed every week if they have a bad performance, and we just treat them differently than they were in the past, where they were almost immortalized, compared to now, where we treat them as kind of a pawn in our game.
So one final question. If the CFL offered a better fantasy option, would you be more interested in the CFL?
Good question. I might look into it, actually, if they set up a good site, gave away some prizes, had some incentives, and as well as if my buddies got into it, I might take a look at it. It's tough to say, but that is something actually I would look into if they put together a better program as compared to what they have right now, compared to the NFL.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Nelson.